I don't know, some kind of announcement. It wasn't really clear. The email was. Mr. Ricky, Mr. Ricky, would you like to apologize to the family? A couple clarifying questions. Do you have any messages that they were alive for the survivor of the assault? We have so many questions. Are you aware, Mr. Ricky, Mr. Ricky, please, Mr. Ricky, clean up their body, to clean up all the semen.
All right, everybody, calm down. Recently, there's been some unsavory allegations about myself, and I thought I would hold a press conference today so that we could all discuss some very specific issues. Yes, Mr. Ricky, Paul Stubing Warehouse and Appliances, were you planning on making any statements regarding the recent allegations? I will not be discussing anything having to do with barnyard activities, both illegal and legal. What I will be talking about today, the real purpose of today, is so that I can have a discussion with everybody about how I've been on YouTube for 2 months and I have some insights to share. So I've been on YouTube for 2 months now, doing comic book content and content with other creators, and I've been having a ball. It's so much fun. It's a lot of work and it requires a high level of energy, but it pays off in these really cool people you get to meet and these fun videos you get to do. But I have learned some very specific things in my second month that I didn't know in my first that I think would benefit people if I passed it on. So here we are. Number one, keep a schedule even if you don't keep it. I originally planned to do videos on Wednesdays and Fridays. I work from home, and so on Wednesday nights, I can go on break and film a quick video and sit down and edit it for the rest of the evening as things are winding down. Fridays, I can record in the evening because my wife goes to bed at like 10. She is the soul of like an 80-year-old woman. And I can do a video then too. Thing is, my energy is very much linked to the content that I create. If I'm not feeling it, if I feel sad, or any number of emotions that I have on a given moment that aren't like perfectly balanced, I kind of shut down. And because my content is so based on my humor and my creativity, if I don't feel it, I don't feel it. I've gotten great advice about people recording videos ahead of time and having like a bank. And that would be great if my personality wasn't so embedded in what I'm doing. If I don't feel like doing it, I don't want this to be a chore. This is fun for me. You know what I mean? So why keep a schedule then if I'm just going to break it constantly? Like I'm doing this video right now on Thursday. Well, I think it's a good internal reminder to have that little bit of, I don't want to say panic, but like stress, a little bit of healthy stress. Kids these days, they look at stress and anxiety as things that they're 100% bad. Stress and anxiety are only there to ignite the panic centers of your brain and make you freak out. But stress and anxiety are things that like heighten your awareness. They wake you up. Like I was stressed and anxious the day I married my best friend, but I still felt stress and anxiety. So if I had this kind of modern view of what those things are, I would just panic and run away from my wife, right? No, so that little bit of anxiety that tells you like, oh crap, it's Wednesday or it's Friday, I know I have to do a video. Even if you don't stick to it and you just analyze your feelings and no, I'm not going to make a video today. It's like a bookmark in your head that kind of comes around every week and tells you, you should probably be making content, especially if you want to do it like this and actually grow a channel. 2, this is a big one. It's gonna... See, I got you there. Everything you just saw a second ago is something that you can cut out of your video. Modern videos today have lots of cuts that make communication easier. Our brains are attuned to it, so don't think that you look jerky when you're cutting out your ums and your ahs and all that stuff. You aren't. You're actually making a more cohesive argument or whatever you're doing. Also, do second takes. Everything that I'm saying, I've done like maybe 4 different ways of saying it if I don't like it. If something comes off funny or jilted, I can always go back and just say the lines again because I'm doing this live. So you're getting the very best version of what I have to say. So cut stuff out, throw it out. If you stumble a word or lose your point, you know, sometimes you can leave those things in to seem more human, but a lot of times just cut them out. Cut them out. Which goes into my next thing. I'm going to tell you a story so I can get to number 3. Yesterday, I had a video that I was planning on doing. It was this, but it had a very different tone. I was a lot more somber. I wasn't really feeling it, and I was forcing myself into doing it. And so the video I made, what a dour, sad sack of crap I looked like. I filmed 40 minutes of the video, and then I started watching myself and editing and putting in the gags and all that stuff, and I just didn't feel it. It felt like an I have to do it kind of thing. My personality wasn't coming through. I sounded sad because probably I was sad. I have sad days. Welcome to my brain. And I just didn't want to do it. So I closed the video and I deleted everything. Who cares? You're never going to see it. But this is something I learned in writing that I really want to impress on people on YouTube, especially if I'm giving advice here, is if you don't like what you're putting out there, no one else is going to like what you're putting out there. If you don't like it, what are the chances that somebody flipping through isn't just going to bail in the first couple of seconds? You have to like the product that you're putting out. So if you're making something and you don't dig it, get rid of it. Just start over. There's unlimited tries. Just rework it, workshop it, try different lines, and if it doesn't work, try something else. Your favorite channels on YouTube, I assure you, if they have 10,000 hours of content, they have 100 times more content that you never saw because they didn't like it, didn't work. Why do you think DVDs have deleted scenes? Because, you know, they got all the actors on set, the writer wrote the scene, the director's there, cameras are rolling, and they put it in with the rest of the movie and said, doesn't work. It's not the end of the world, it's part of the creative process. Number 4, this one is very personal to me because I've already got to meet some amazing people, but take every single opportunity you can to work with other creators. Reach out to other creators in whatever your field is. I don't care if it's classic cars, fly fishing, or comic books like this channel. Find other people at similar levels and crazy high levels and just reach out to them and say, hey, I'm brand new. I'm looking to make some content. Do you have any ideas? You know, don't go bothering people, but reach out, be friendly. This takes me to a piece of advice that has really changed my life. I have, like all of us, an internal constitution. Things about me that aren't going to change and that have really made me who I am. One of them, I have a favorite quote tattooed on my heart. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I use that one a lot. But there's this piece of advice. One day I'll tell the story of where I got it. It came from a comic book creator, but I'm not going to give them credit because they forgot that they told me. Anyway, I'll tell that story some other time. If you want to be good at something, you have to pick 2 of 3 things. You have to be nice, on time, and talented. If you want to be good, just pick 2 and be that consistently. If you're nice and talented, you don't have to be on time. If you're on time and nice, you don't have to be talented. If you're on time and talented, you don't have to be nice. If you pick 2 of those things and do them consistently, you can find growth in whatever it is you're looking to do. Writing, YouTube, I don't care. But if you want to be great at something, that's when you do all 3. Nice, on time, talented. It sounds like, well, so what are you like? Inauthentic, like you're not nice all the time? No, I'm not nice all the time. And in fact, a lot of times when someone's talking, I'm screaming in my head, please get to the point. But after a while, you see the benefits of it and your brain kind of rewires and you realize it's way more fun to be nice to people. It's way more fun to be on time. It's less stressful. And then getting talent means you're building a roster of skills that you have that you can call on when you want to work on passion projects. So nice, on time, and talented. Those three things have helped me a lot. And so I've been applying that very much to my YouTube relationships that I've been building. I respond to literally every comment that everybody leaves me. I respond to all of them without exception. If you write down to this video, if 100 people write to this video, I will respond to each and every one of you. One day that will become untenable and I won't be able to handle it, but that's far from where I am right now. Talented is I'm working on my craft. I'm practicing editing. This video is doing the bit with all the different audio because I've been playing with GarageBand and I have this microphone, and so I've been like doubling my voice and trying some new things. I'm really excited to play more with audio in the video aspect. I think that's going to be fun. And then on time, we did a YouTube roundtable a couple nights ago with some great people. Started over with Mon Comics. He invited me. What a gem, that guy. I was in the meeting when he sent me the link. I was in that meeting at 7:45. Mon joined the room after I was already in the room because it demonstrates respect. Finally, this is a big one. And I really want people to hear my heart on this, okay? Everybody else who's already dipped, the average person who watches for 30 seconds, who cares? We don't need them. But this is for you if you stuck around. YouTube is uncomfortable if you're uncomfortable with your own body. What you look like, what you sound like, how you move, all of this stuff comes out and it hits you full force. If you don't like getting pictures taken of yourself, this might be the worst hobby you can get involved in because you have to put yourself out there, literally out there for other people to see, but also you're staring at yourself when you're editing. So if you think you've got a double chin, or if you don't like standing up because you think your body's too lumpy, let me be the first to tell you, I promise you, you are not the only person that feels those things. Most of us do, and the ones that don't are typically lunatics. It's just a matter of being a lot nicer to yourself. But that's something you have to practice, and I'm still practicing it right now. I fixate on something in my camera right about here. You see that little anime cat girl? I always put something in the background, one, because I think it's a little bit entertaining if your eyes wander. That's the kind of watcher I am. I always look around the room and try to spot stuff. But also, that's there for me because I can stare at that and it's near enough the camera that it gives the illusion that I'm looking directly at you. Because if I don't have that there, I will stare at myself the whole time and hate what I see. Because that's what I've been conditioned to believe my whole life, that I'm somehow grosser than the average person, that I'm uglier than most. That's my cross to bear. And I worry that other people getting into this hobby aren't going to be prepared for those feelings, and it's going to trigger something in them and they're going to break. I don't want to sound like your mom here, but you are special and unique, and the world deserves to hear what you have to say. So don't let that voice in your head that is secretly just you hating yourself, trying to convince you rationally that you shouldn't be doing something on camera like this. That's not fair. That's you picking on you. And I don't like bullies. So stop being a bully to yourself or I will beat up your bully, which is you. So either way, you lose, right? Oh no, my screen went off. What happened? It just did like a little fade thing. No worries. But that's it. That's everything I learned in 2 months on YouTube. In quick closing, the first month I had only 14 subscribers. That was it. Today I'm sitting at a incredible 65. 65 people clicked subscribe because they like the cut of my jib or they are afraid of what I will do to them if they can't keep their eyes on me. Kind of like a Doctor Who weeping angel, except way fatter. I'm so thankful for everybody that's coming on this ride with me. Like, I'm going to stick this out. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep working, keep practicing, keep trying to make you laugh and help enrich this comic book community in the way that I hope only I can. I'm going to try my hardest. So the people who are signing on to this early, I'm digging all of your comments. I'm loving talking to you. Everybody that leaves a comment, I get thrilled when I see I have a new comment, and I want to talk to all of you. And I just want to say thank you. Just a quick thank you. I'm going to lose my mind when I hit 100 subscribers because that's a milestone for me. And then I'm going to lose my mind when we hit 1,000. And I'm going to lose my mind when we hit 10,000 because we're going to do it together. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the press conference. I have enough time for one question right there.
Garrett Goosewallow from Newsmax. Were your actions on Hudson's Dairy Farm a statement against the industry itself, or did you just find this one particular cow sexy?
No more questions.
You can't run forever, Ricky. You're gonna have to face the music eventually. There's an entire cow that has been abused in this particular situation, and you have got to take ownership over your actions, sir. Sir, do not run from this. The public has a right to know, sir.